You leave the house wearing a big baggy sweater, pajama pants, and the makeup from the night before because you don't really care how you look, so you're me from 5 years ago. And trust me, that is not who you want to be. Ever since ditching the trends, finding my personal style, understanding my seasonal colors, dressing to my specific body type, and getting dolled up every day, my life has changed. The interactions I have, chef's kiss. The men that I attract, chef's kiss. The way I get treated, chef's kiss. This video is going to be a complete breakdown of how you are going to have your own glow up and build your own She's a 10 blueprint to always have the most sweetest, juiciest, privileged treatment, because it's pretty effing amazing. When you look your best, you will feel your best, and you will literally glow from the inside out, and who doesn't want that? First, we obviously have to talk about the benefits of getting dolled up every day. Putting effort into your appearance every single day will dramatically change the way people interact with you, the opportunities that come your way, how soft and easy life gets to be in the way that you show up in the world. I know that my glow up became a glow up when I started to enhance my specific features. Becoming naturally breathtaking meant that I needed to assess my specific body type, my specific features, and my specific color palette. That just brought everything together to build my specific She's a 10 blueprint, designed just for me, that works anytime, any day, any event, any season, whenever, wherever. I'm gonna break this video down into 5 phases. Phase 1 is body type, phase 2 is face type, phase 3 is color theory, phase 4 is fashion, and phase 5 is just general fashion rules. But the theme of this video is exclusivity. In each phase, we are going to emphasize the power of exclusivity and how you're going to weave that into your She's a 10 blueprint. Appearance exclusivity is playing up your most exclusive features that enhance your natural, breathtaking uniqueness. And this is how you become a modern day siren. You play up to what you have rather than feeling shame around it. When you accept that you are original and you are unique and you own all of your unique qualities and actually exaggerate them instead of hiding them, you become oh so seductive. Now let's get into this glow up bag. Phase 1, body type. What looks good on her might not look good on you, and maybe that has made you upset before. I know I used to get upset when I tried to pull off something that somebody else looked amazing in, and on me it looked like a garbage bag. Stop feeling sad that you don't look good in certain things that look amazing on somebody else, and instead feeling like I'm going to look the best in the things that look the best on my body type. To start simply, just identify which one of these body shapes fits you the closest. Now we're going to move on to Kibbe body types, which are more in-depth and more specific. I want to quickly mention that obviously I'm no expert at Kibbe body types. I'm just giving you a basic understanding of them. If you want to take this a lot further, I'll leave a quiz down below that you can take to do some further investigation. When you're doing this, I don't want you to fixate on finding the perfect body identification. I just want you to find one that matches the closest, and then you can go from there. Once you start shopping with a general outline of your specific body type, then you will start feeling more confident in your shopping experiences, in the clothes that you're picking out and in the clothes that you're actually putting on your body, because they're going to fit a lot better. So which one of these body types do you resonate the closest with? While you're looking at this visual reference, I'm going to read out descriptions of each body type so that you can be like, oh, that's me. Oh, that's me. Dramatic. I am physically tall or have a very long vertical line. My bone structure is sharp, angular, and elongated. I tend to look the best in long, tailored pieces and monochromatic outfits. Soft dramatic. I am either physically tall or have a very long vertical line. My bone structure is angular and narrow/sharp, but I am curvy. I tend to look the best in long, flowing pieces with large, lavish details. Flamboyant natural. I am physically tall and have a very long vertical line. My bone structure is blunt, somewhat wide, and angular. I tend to look the best in long, relaxed pieces with asymmetrical elements. Soft natural. I am between short and average height. My bone structure is blunt and somewhat wide, but I am soft. I tend to look the best in relaxed pieces with some waist definition. Dramatic classic. I am fairly balanced, most likely moderate height to slightly tall. My bone structure is symmetrical and slightly angular. I tend to look the best in sleek, tailored pieces that honor my symmetry and angularity. Soft classic. I am fairly balanced, most likely moderate height. My bone structure is balanced but slightly soft and rounded, and I may be slightly curvy. I tend to look the best in clean, symmetrical pieces with some waist emphasis. Flamboyant gamin. I am physically short with an angular bone structure, more broad than sharp. My clothes need to accommodate my petite size, and I tend to look better in cropped, sharp, boxy pieces that break up my silhouette and have asymmetric elements. Soft gamin. I am physically short with a delicate angular bone structure, but I am soft and round or curvy. I tend to look best in fitted, detailed pieces that break up my silhouette and provide waist emphasis. Romantic. I may be physically short or moderate height, but my vertical line is short, my bone structure is smaller and rounded, and I have a double curve in my silhouette. I tend to look the best in flowing but fitted pieces with waist emphasis. Theatrical romantic. I am physically short with a small bone structure that has slight touches of sharpness. I have double curve in my silhouette, and I tend to look the best in soft, clingy pieces with sharp waist emphasis and tapering at the wrist, knees, and hemlines. Hopefully by those descriptions and those visual references, you have kind of got an outline of what you resonate closest with, your body type, and hopefully you got a little bit of an idea of the kind of pieces that you should opt for based on your specific body type. Now let's move on to phase 2, which is face type. Having a go-to makeup look that you know will never let you down, she will never let you down, is so important and so crucial that you can wear this makeup look any season, any day, any event. You gotta go somewhere real quick, you gotta put some makeup on, you know what look you're going for. And this makeup look is so incredibly important to making you look your most natural by accentuating certain features and making you look that much more ethereal, because it's like, whoa, who is she? Who is she? She looks so good, because you're playing up to your natural, already beautiful quality. Step number 1, take inventory of the features that make you one of a kind. Do you have small eyes, big eyes, or neutral eyes? I'm gonna be referring to neutral as equally proportioned facial features. So your eyes are equally proportioned to everything else on your face. Do you have a big nose, small nose, or a neutral nose? Do you have small lips, big lips, or neutral lips? Do you have thick, thin, or neutral brows? What is your hair color? Do you have a very unique hair color? I am obsessed with ginger hair women, like Madeline Petch from Riverdale. She's stunning. Really analyze you and like this upper part of you. So hair's included, ears are included, the entire face is included. If you have big and beautiful eyes, I need you to start wearing a makeup look that accentuates them, as I do. I used to shy away from these puppies, okay? I used to literally not wash my eyes to make them look smaller. Now I will make them as big as humanly possible. Do you have thick, luscious brows that everyone is envying? Okay, we'll draw attention to them and start accentuating them. This is all playing into that power of exclusivity, bringing attention to your exclusive features, making you one of a kind and so original. And like I said earlier, that is how you become a modern day siren, because it is literally a showstopper on the street. If you're walking down, you have got all your uniqueness and originality accentuated. How is somebody going to just walk past you? You are going to be the talk of the town. Everyone's gonna be staring at you. She is stunning. Oh my God, she's ethereal. Where did she come from? So stop muting down your unique features and start playing up to them. Now I want to touch on a nose for a really quick second, because if you have a big nose, likely you want to cover that, you want to contour it. And that brings me into face shapes. So look at this picture and identify which face shape you identify closely with. This chart is not like a set in stone chart. It's just an outline and a guide as to where you should be applying contour, blush, and highlight to work with your face shape the best. Let's move on to phase 3, which is my favorite phase, and this is color theory, because color theory changed my life. And this is how you're going to get that she's a 10 look. Color theory is just basically dressing in colors and wearing makeup tones that are closest to your natural tones. The easiest way to explain color theory is just by using seasons. That's why it's also known as seasonal color palette. So as you can see, the winter tones are more cooler and darker. The spring tones are more vibrant and saturated. The autumn tones are darker, but they're warm, they're rich tones. And summer is very muted, pastel, lighter and brighter colors. So lighter meaning they're on the more white side. Darker refers to more on the black side, so mixed with more black. Color theory applies to makeup, clothes, and hair. So there are 3 parameters to identify your specific color palette. And your color palette will essentially be the main color scheme of your hair, your skin, and your eyes. But disclaimer, that doesn't mean a brown or black skinned woman cannot have a brighter color palette. And I'm gonna get into why that is. 3 basic parameters to figure this out. We're gonna go through it together. Number 1 is the undertone. So do you have a cool undertone or do you have a warm undertone? You can also have a neutral undertone. That is my undertone. To check this out, you're going to look for your veins. Do you have blue veins? Do you have green veins? Or do you have both? Blue veins are more on the cooler side. Green veins refer to a more warm undertone. And a combination of both is a neutral undertone. Next is saturation. So what does saturation even mean? Saturation is just the vividness and richness of a color. So if you have a higher saturation, your facial features stand out more. They're more vivid, they're more rich, and there's more contrast between your hair, your eyes, and your skin color. If you have a low saturation, your features all kind of blend into one. You look a little bit more muted, and your hair, your eyes, and your lips, and your skin is just kind of all one. There's no real definition to making them stand out apart from one another. Now, light versus dark is, do your features stand out as lighter or darker? So darker refers to like brunettes with dark brown eyes, and lighter is blondes with green, blue colored eyes. The key to identifying your specific color palette is matching the colors to your natural colors. So do you have cooler undertones? You're going to wear cooler tones on your clothes and in your makeup. If you have warmer undertones, you're going to wear more warmer colors that are more richer. If you have a high saturation, you're going to wear more vivid and rich colors. If you have a low saturation, you're going to wear more muted colors. If you have lighter features like lighter hair, lighter eyes, you're going to wear lighter colors that have more white mixed in with them. If you have dark features, you're going to wear more darker colors that have more black mixed into them. It's really a simple process to identify your color palette. You can just do a quick Google once you figure out your 3 parameters. Do you have cool tone, warm tone, or neutral tone? Do you have lighter features or darker features? And do you have more saturation? Do you have higher contrast between your hair, your eyes, and your skin? Or do you have a lower saturation? Does everything kind of just blend into one? That is going to dictate what type of colors you're going to wear. That is as simple as it gets. If you want to get more detailed, I'm going to leave a link down below to take a quiz, and then you'll just pop it on Google like dark autumn. So I'm a dark autumn. That means that I have cooler undertones, but I also am neutral, so I can play up the warmth. So I've got warmer hair, but I use a cooler makeup scheme. And then I can wear darker, more richer colors, but I can also wear the brighter yellows and the like mustardies. Phase number 4 is fashion. There are several style essences, and I'll leave a link to take a quiz down below to identify your specific style essence. But if you're watching my channel, then you already know that I'm going to suggest that you experiment with the timeless, more elegant style essence, because I think it works on any body type and any seasonal color palette because it's just so classy looking. Take the quiz, figure out yours, but I really highly recommend trying out the elegant, timeless look because I can almost guarantee that it's going to look really good on you. Now here's some inspo pics to see this style in action on several different body types and see how chef's kiss it looks. Now, we're gonna cover some general fashion rules that you need to hear. This is phase 5. Do not mix patterns. Just generally avoid patterns. Pay attention to details. Avoid balled up lint on your clothes, cat fur, your nails are chipped, there's a tear in your seam, no green jewelry. Avoid showing boobs, butt, and legs all at the same time. Pick one, okay? When you're shopping, it's either gonna be an F yeah or an F no. I used to make this mistake so often when I was younger. I would try something on in the changing room. It might have been a bit too baggy, a little bit uncomfortable, and I would still buy it because I thought in my mind it would look better on at home. Mistaken, always. So avoid doing that. You're either going to scream F yes in that changing room, like this outfit is so bomb that I could actually run for presidency, or you're going to leave that piece of clothing behind. It needs to be amazing or it's staying in the store for somebody else to buy. I'm gonna give you some homework. Pause the screen, screenshot the homework, because I know this was a lot to digest and you're probably like, oh my god, I don't want you going back to the video and trying to figure it all out, because I know I hate when I have to do that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!